And now for something completely different. A sliding tile puzzle, or as many people call it, a 15 puzzle, is a square or rectangle of tiles that can be slid, and there is one hole that allows you to do the sliding, and it goes kind of like this. And there's a predetermined position, such as the bottom right corner, where the hole goes. Now, this is a fairly common type of puzzle. It's seen all over the place. And I've always thought it was neat, but it never really interested me because it's kind of hard for me to wrap my brain around. But it has been featured in a number of video games, as well as all over the place, but in video games. The original Final Fantasy for the Nintendo Entertainment System had a little secret where you could open up a tile puzzle. And you can see this one is just numbers. Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64 also had a sliding tile puzzle that solved itself as a stage hazard. That red stuff is lava, and the tiles are moving underneath Mario there, trying to get him to fall in the lava, which, according to this picture, I think he's about to do. Now, what got me interested in these puzzles again is a video game called The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, in which you find these tile puzzles on a wall. And in order to 100% complete all of the secrets in this game, you are forced to solve these puzzles. You don't have to do that to beat the game, but if you want to get everything, you do. And I was at my wit's end trying to solve these things, so I started looking online for strategies and such, and found a few tips. But most of the tips were most suited for things like doing it in the fewest number of moves or doing it the fastest. I don't care about that, and this channel isn't about that. This channel is about simple and easy. So if I'm not worried about how long it takes, but how hard it is, I came up with my own strategy. And I've created a little image and a puzzle from it, and we can number the tiles if you'd like, to demonstrate. So the technique is going to be, you might call it divide and conquer. You're basically splitting up the puzzle into bigger and smaller puzzles and solving them so that the puzzle gets easier each time. For example, this is a 4x4 puzzle with one hole on a corner. This works with any size puzzle. It does not matter. The puzzle can be of infinite size. Well, any large size anyway. So the first thing is showing you how to solve a 2x2 puzzle. So basically, I'll show you how to solve a 2x2, and then we'll turn this into a 2x2. All right, so here at the bottom, I have the puzzle completed except for this 2x2 in the bottom right corner. Once you are down to the 2x2, it's very easy. All you do is rotate the pieces around until they are in the right spot. It does not matter where the hole is, it does not matter what order the pieces are in. All you have to do is rotate it, and eventually, if you keep rotating, you'll see I'll get it wrong, and then it'll go back to being right. So that's your solution for 2x2, is just move the pieces, eventually they'll be in the right place. Now, let's rescramble. So now we have to get it down into a 2x2. So we know that the hole is supposed to be here in the bottom right. So wherever the hole is supposed to be, any dimension that is greater than 2, we're going to slice off a row or slice off a column. We're just going to get rid of it. We're going to solve it and never look at it again. So I'm going to choose the top row. It just has to be away from the hole, away from where the hole will eventually be. So this one is supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're only looking at this row right now. The first thing you do is to solve one by one everything except the last two. So 1 goes here and 2 goes here. So we're going to solve 1 and 2 and leave these 2 for later. And again, this is not the quickest or fanciest way. This is the easiest way. So you literally do not have to worry about putting pieces in the wrong place. You just move them around and move them around. You don't have to look at anything except the piece you move until it's in the right place. So now we go find 2, and 2 is over here, so we grab it. And we can do it. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Just get it over to where it should be. Now we're left with 2 pieces in this area. 3 goes here and 4 goes here. So where's 3? 3 is down here. So let's go ahead and get 3 up there close to where 3 goes. And I accidentally solved the top row, so let me just move this around a bit. All right, so 1, 2, and 3 are done, but now we have to get 4 in there, and you can see that that's an issue. You know, often you'll get them in the wrong order. This is what happened when I try to solve it. I'll get them backwards like this, or it'll be stuck over here, that kind of thing. What you do is you put 3 where it goes. You put the next to last one in its place, and then you make sure that the last one is away, not here, completely away, all right? So you don't want it here, because that's where you're going to get it backwards like this. You want to put 3 where it goes and put 4 just away, not touching any of it. Then put 3 where 4 goes. Then put 4 next to 3, and they go back in. So let me do that again. So the general technique is you put the next to last, you solve everything except the last two. Then you put the next to last one where it goes and the last one away so that it gives you freedom of movement. The idea is freedom of movement. Because if you've got 4 here, then you've got to make sure it's like, all right, I got to get it exactly there or over here, whatever. Just put it away. It doesn't matter. Put it away. Then you put 3 in the wrong place. You put 4 next to it, and this gives you the ability to slide it in. So you just open up where 3 goes, 3 slides in, and 4 slides in after it. That is how you solve a row or a column. So now this one is done. We're never going to touch this again. This is not a 4x4 puzzle anymore. This is a 3x4, 3x4, row major like a matrix puzzle. So now I'm going to do the second row. So 5 is already in its place. So 5 goes there. Then we worry about 6. So 6 goes here. Now we're left with 2. So we want 7. 7 is in its place. We look at 8. 8 is not touching. Good. So put 7 where 8 goes. Move 8 over to next to 7. Underneath it, really, in this case. And slide them in. Very easy. So now this is a 2x4 puzzle. Now it's too high. So we're not going to be solving rows anymore. We're going to solve columns. So column 1, 10 and, or rather 9 and 13 over here. So I'm going to move 13, I'm going to move 9 over, and I'm intentionally moving 13 with it to remind you, don't do that. Because now we're stuck. It's like, oh, how do I get 13 in there? See, this is why you get it away. It's like if you put it in here, it's backwards. And if you have it here, like, oh, doggone it, what do I do? Because you're going to end it up with backwards this way. So put 9 where it goes. 13, just get it away. Now put 9 in the wrong place, get 13 next to it, and slide them in. So now we need 10, so we'll put 10 over here. We look at 14, it's away. So we move 10 to the wrong place, move 14 next to it, and slide it in. And now we have a 2x2 puzzle. Boom. We just rotate around, rotate the 2x2 until we're done. So once again, this is not the quickest, this is not the shortest, but it is the easiest way. One line at a time, one piece at a time. You never have to think about it. Let's do it again with our friendly little doggy here. So we'll put 1 where it goes, right here in the corner. Then we find 2. This is why it's easy. I completely ignored every single piece in the puzzle except 1. Then I ignored everything but 2. So now I have 3. Make sure 4 is away. We put 3 in the wrong place, put 4 next to it, then slide in 3 and 4. So now let me do a column instead of the second row. So the first column will start with 5. So there's 5. Now we have 2 in the column. So that'll be 9. And then 13. 13 is here, that's bad, so we move 13 away. Put 9 in the wrong place, put 13 next to it, and slide it in. Then, do 10, and then 14 will go here, 14 is away, so we put 10 in the wrong place, and then slide in 10 and 14. Now, I have to go back and do this row. So we need 7. 8 is away, so put 7 in the wrong place, put 8 next to it, slide it in, and then rotate these until you are done. And now we go back to the Wind Waker, you'll notice the Wind Waker does not have numbers. And this is what made it even harder. You have to figure out what the pattern is, what the pieces are, how they fit together, and then you have to do the puzzle. So by having this nice, easy strategy, if I turn off the numbered tiles and I scramble it again, so now it's like you're not sure, well, I can obviously see the eyes go together, so you can see this is a piece, but are they in the top row or not? So basically, you can ignore. In this case, if you don't know what the picture is yet, you don't have a reference, because I can see the original here, but I don't have an original here. I can understand that this is a face, and this looks like a shoreline, but I don't have many more clues. So you just can not worry about solving the puzzle. You just mess with the puzzle, and you say, okay, well, let's see. It looks like, okay, so this goes here, probably, and you don't worry about where these pieces go. You're just assembling it. You say, oh, here's a nose. And then you say, okay, I need room, so I'll move these over a little bit. And then you can say, all right, does this go here? And you move it over and say, okay, so that's the dog's face. But then you say, oh, what about the ears? So you can just fiddle around with the puzzle and try and figure out, oh, this looks like, is this the left ear? So you can just move this over and try it and say, ah, yes, that does fit. So you can basically figure out what pieces go next to each other without worrying about where they go in the puzzle. So you can figure out what the top row is and all that. Then, when you know which one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you can then solve the puzzle with the strategy. And there you go. What a random video, you say. Isn't this an electronics and AI and math channel? This is a Simply Put channel. Every once in a while, I'm going to do something that's just for fun. I have knowledge in my brain and I want to share it with others. That is the purpose. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope somebody somewhere finds it useful. If you do, great. If you don't, well, at least it was only bits on the internet. So until next time, I'll be seeing you.